Are you an elite developer exhausted by the heavy burden of logic, efficiency, and functional workflows? Stop wasting your talents at companies that actually ship working software. Welcome to a dynamic environment where your daily calendar acts as a delivery system for 100-column Excel spreadsheets, complete with visual reminders via drone. You will thrive under motivational banners meticulously designed to crush your spirit. All of this is orchestrated by our visionary middle manager, PHM, directing operations from her majestic loft office, without the distraction of actual technical knowledge. Under her leadership, you will master the proprietary management philosophy known as weaponized complexity. This is the delicate art of taking a simple, straightforward task and masterfully engineering it into a multi-year disaster. To see the real scale of the opportunity here, look no further than PHM's definitive project, the eCerts to EcoTrace system data migration. This flowchart outlines the baseline technical goal. It is a straightforward weekly process to extract data from an external vendor application called eCerts and move it into our internal web application, the EcoTrace system, or ETS. A traditional IT department would achieve this by directly examining the source data to gather requirements. PHM challenges her team to entirely bypass reality and think outside the box. Enter Robert, our resident senior developer, who is granted the privilege of executing this innovative vision. Instead of allowing Robert to look at the actual eCerts database, PHM forced the entire team to review a completely unrelated spreadsheet built for an entirely different project known as ISIS. This side-by-side data chart shows the outcome of that misdirection. But using the wrong spreadsheet, the team successfully mapped out at least 84 phantom fields, including data points like foreign provinces that do not even exist in the eCerts source database. We call this complete waste of developer time abstract ideation. It proves that at our agency, actual facts will never limit the scope of a good spreadsheet. Once the fake requirements are gathered, you get to experience the next pillar of our framework, a reimagined meeting culture we proudly refer to as hostage collaboration. We completely reject the standard concise check-in. Instead, we transformed the eCerts requirement phase into 9 distinct multi-hour working sessions scattered across 2 months. This schedule graphic outlines the communication dynamic during those sessions. PHM talks incessantly, deploying a barrage of corporate buzzwords to successfully block out any actual technical input from developers or the vendor. Even when stakeholders explicitly complain out loud, telling her directly, "You aren't listening," PHM demonstrates supreme leadership dominance by completely ignoring them. These exhausting sessions only concluded because PHM eventually grew bored of hearing her own voice. She abandoned the project, leaving Robert to quietly guess the real migration requirements on his own. Meetings under PHM function as immersive endurance tests designed to break your reliance on logic until you stop asking questions. That brings us to user acceptance testing, a phase defined by a technique called empowered ignorance. PHM empowers our end users by setting zero expectations, allowing them to avoid the test application entirely until the exact moment the feedback meeting begins. During testing, users aggressively demanded that developers add a critical state permit field to the new ETS screens, refusing to sign off until they saw it. This UI mockup shows exactly what was on screen. The state permit field already sat there, hidden only because no one used the scroll wheel. To counter this, Robert executed a developer workaround, moving the field to the absolute top to stop the repetitive demands. PHM's UAT process ensures that our highly paid developers spend their hours managing user blindness rather than deploying actual code. So what happens when this grueling multi-year migration is finally ready to deploy? We introduce PHM's final masterstroke, the perpetual beta architecture. To make the system work, PHM designed a critical technical roadblock. She personally built an automated decryption process required to unlock the vendor's weekly database backups. This corporate line graph tracks the reliability of that exact process. It is wildly unstable and has been failing nonstop since March 2026. The result is that as of May 2026, the entire eCerts migration has stalled completely. We have achieved absolutely zero deployment progress. We frame this failure as the ultimate corporate perk. Because agency oversight simply does not exist, you are guaranteed endless job security working on the exact same delayed project forever. Best of all, you will report to highly engaged middle management, like Supervisor U2, who will mindlessly assign you tickets without ever bothering to read the requirements. So, abandon your technical logic. Embrace the phantom requirements. Block out 2 full days for your next 15-minute quick sync and apply today to take one for the team.